I should say this morning, since it's 2 o'clock in the morning for me. I don't know where y'all are at, but since I'm on the Eastern time zone, so I thought I'd pop on here and get on here and hang out with y'all for a bit. See what y'all are up to, since I got some sleep. Well, I should say I got a few hours of sleep. I ended up having a last minute meeting Friday afternoon, so I had no plan on working, but I ended up working anyway, so figure why not work some more. Hi Syncope. Hi Eternal. Hi Debs. What y'all up to? Are y'all staying out of trouble? Oh yeah, well I wasn't supposed to be on initially, Debs, but I actually meant to be on here earlier, but I ended up eating and then taking a nap. So I wasn't trying to fall asleep, but I did. Hi Alejandro, how you doing, baby? So yeah, I worked earlier, which I don't mind. I enjoy taking care of my clients when they need me, so I did some work earlier. And then I ate something, and I seriously was sitting up in bed looking at the computer, and I was listening to something, and then I fell asleep, so I woke up about, what, 11, 10, 11. So here I am, beautiful people. Did y'all have a good Friday? I'm sure most of y'all had to work. Are y'all gravy? I hope so. I feel better now that I did get some sleep. Or at least I took a nap. Because this week's been really busy for me. So, my beautiful people. I did pull some tarot cards, so I'll go over those in a minute. But first, let me start off with some oracle. See what's going on with y'all. I think I'm going to pull out my dice too. I got them right here. I may even pull out my small dice, but we'll see. Oh yeah, Senko. Well, especially for me, because this week, like, I've been getting up at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Because I had meetings. And so, even if I wasn't getting off the stream until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning my time, I was getting back up a few hours later because I had a couple of meetings each day. He was going to pull some oracle. Well, I don't think I can invite you now, Eternal. We would still have to go through and figure those logistics out. See if I can bring you on here. Because I'm afraid touching any of them buttons that I see on the side. Because it might end up exiting me out. But, you know, I do have my, the deck you like. I think it's buried over here. Let's see. The one you're talking about. I think the other one's on the shelf. But, let me see. Oh no, I have the Fallen Angels one over here too. But I don't know if I have the Shadows one over here. I can't see. Let's see. I got all my decks buried on top of more decks, so they always get all shoved and pushed around. And then I have all of my, no, that's not it. I even pulled out all of my Oracle decks earlier and laid them all out so I would have easy access to grab them. So I got them all covered up on my ottoman now. Instead of being in my tarot bags, they're actually laying on top of them where I can see them. No, it's not over here. Let me see. place it back over here. And I'm sure it's probably buried behind a bunch of other decks. Did I have this whole shelf disorganized again? It was all organized, but then coming over here, grabbing decks, and then putting them back, and then grabbing more decks, or new decks, different ones. Everything's been all shoved and pushed around again. No, I don't even see it. Eternal. I have no idea where the other one is. I don't see it, baby. So, nope. It's buried somewhere. I don't know where. Let's stick to what I got here. Hi, Sergeant Curtis. How you doing, baby? Hi, Chief. My hair is probably a mess now. In fact, right before I started the stream, I was handling one of my decks, and I moved something, and then sure enough, it flipped everything else on the floor, so I was over there picking up all my cards that fell over. Hi, Audra. Okay, Sergeant Curtis. Well, thank you for stopping by and saying hi for a minute, baby. You get some sleep. I hope you feel better. See you later. Oh, thank you, Chief. I feel like a hot mess. So, okay. We're just going to work with what we got here. I don't know where my other one is. I do have a shadow deck, but it's not like yours. Not like the one you have, Eternal. It's different. I do have some shadow tarot. So maybe I can grab one of those tarot decks later. So let's see what's going on with y'all beautiful people. I'll pull a few oracle cards. And then I'll pull out my dice. You know, Audra, I never would have guessed you're dyslexic, beautiful. I know many of y'all say you either have ADHD, dyslexia, or something like that. And I never would have guessed that. Y'all are very smart. So, people who have ADHD and who are dyslexic are very intelligent. So I never look at it as a bad thing. Oh, I almost knocked over another one of my decks. That would have been great, Amanda. I feel all cluttered up in this corner now. Alright, Spirit. What messages do you have for the collective? So, beautiful people, if you're new here, welcome. My name's Amanda. I'm a psychic, intuitive tarot reader. Of course, I don't like calling myself a tarot reader because it's more than that, but that just sums it up to make y'all understand. I do a general collective reading at the beginning of every stream. So this is a collective reading. It's not a personal reading. And it covers all 12 signs. I don't do individual signs. It's just a collective. So if you're here, you're part of the collective. So take what messages resonate, leave behind the rest. Something don't fit, don't force it to fit. And I also do paid personal readings on my stream. I have this board back here over my shoulder to my right. It might be on y'all's left. That has my prices if you're interested. Alright, so let's see what Spirit has to say to y'all tonight. Hi DM, how you doing, baby? Alright, Spirit, what's the messages for the collective? Ooh. Oh, look at this loving woman. I think Spirit's trying to say y'all are very loving. Or you have a lady in your life that's very loving, nurturing, caring. But I feel like y'all are getting stuck. Even though for some of y'all this might be true love. Okay, that's what the card's showing me. So, my ladies, this is either y'all or my gents. This is like a lady in your life that you deeply care about. That even some of y'all might even feel like it's true love. But there seems to be a stuck energy here. Like y'all feel stuck with something. I pick up like some of y'all are kind of afraid, I feel, to kind of go towards this person or develop any stronger feelings for her out of fear. She's going to break your heart. I feel passion though. Someone has a lot of deep passion for someone. And then, you know, Victor, it's time for you to be shown to the exit. See you, bye. And then, what else, Spirit? I see someone getting all dressed up to go out somewhere. So someone's taking someone out on a date. I feel to see her like dressed up in like a black dress. It looks strapless. It's short. It has some ruffles on the bottom. She's wearing a light colored, not red lipstick like mine. It looks more of a pinkish color. Maybe it, what's that? Not magenta. Not a hot pink. It's a shade in between. She looks like she has dark brown or it's reddish brown hair. And it looks like it's to her shoulders, about right here. It looks straight. It looks like she has either blue or green eyes. So I don't know who that is. But it looks like she's going out on a date. So my ladies, if I just described you, are you going out on a date? Better let me know. My gents, is this a girl that y'all are trying to take out? Because I see her getting all dressed up for you. Whoa. Yeah. Like, I feel like there's some type of commitment here. Like, I feel like y'all want to make a commitment with this person, whoever it is I just described. So I have commitment here. And y'all really starting to see this person. Either, my ladies, this is you, and you're being perceived this way. Or, my guys, you're perceiving this girl this way, this woman. Like, she's very much like healing energy for you. She seems to have this powerful essence around her, where I feel like you feel more at ease in her presence. You feel at peace. You feel like you can relax and be yourself. You don't feel like you have to be someone you're not. Like, she very much accepts you for who you are. And that brings a lot more healing to you, especially for some of y'all I feel who have some childhood wounds. Like, maybe you didn't feel like you felt like you were worthy enough. Your parents didn't make you feel like you were good enough. She makes you feel like you're more than good enough. And I think that draws her essence out more. That attraction. What else, Spirit? I see y'all are very optimistic. Optimistic about the future, what's coming towards y'all. Spirit just showed me a car. This looks like a, like an older, what kind of car is that? It looks like one of those cars from the 80s. I almost want to say it looks like a Trans Am or a Firebird. That's what the front of it looks like to me. Yeah, that's what Spirit's showing me. I just saw the bird on the hood. So if someone here own a Trans Am or a Firebird that has a hood on, that has the bird on the hood, it looks like it's like a metallic gold. Either metallic gold or metallic silver. And it has black stripes down the hood. It's pretty. So this is either something you're driving or something you're looking at purchasing. Maybe you're taking this lady out on a date in this car. And I see y'all, many y'all are getting together with people. I see y'all going out, having fun, connecting more with friends and family and colleagues. Like I see y'all having like a get together, some type of party, a celebration. I feel like this is a celebration of an achievement for someone. Like someone just got a promotion, or someone's gotten engaged and they're getting married, or someone's getting ready to have a baby, or something like that. What else, Spirit? Oh, some of y'all are still overthinking things. Like I see y'all seeing things from a distance. Like I feel like there's like the intention of people trying to work on a project of some kind with you, but you're not able to go forward with it. It's like you feel like this person can't be trusted. That's what I'm picking up, which is crazy because that's part of what my tarot spread just showed me when I pulled those cards. You're trying to take small steps to making this work, but here you are going through this maze in your head again, doing laps in your head, overthinking this, overthinking like, can you possibly stay in this place that you're at with this company, work for these people, or is it time to jump ship and go elsewhere? Because I feel like there's this energy of not feeling welcomed. I pick up an energy of feeling like people are talking about you behind your back. I even pick up an energy of someone like trying to cause problems to see if you'll react. Like someone, gets enjoyment trying to trigger you. And I feel like almost in essence, like someone could even be trying to work to get you possibly fired. So beautiful people, if you're dealing with people at work, like this, and I just described your workplace, be careful. Because everyone, like I tell y'all, everyone who smiles in your face isn't your friend. No matter what they say, their actions will always tell you if they truly are your friend or not. Alright, one more spirit. Someone has a big milestone coming up. A birthday, anniversary. This can even be like a work anniversary. There's a great achievement here. Milestone. And this doesn't have to be like a work anniversary. It doesn't even have to be like a wedding anniversary or anything like that. This can even just be a milestone of, say, like, you've been clean and sober for a decade, as an example. And that's a great achievement, to stay clean and sober for that long. Because I know how hard it is to get away from, substances and alcohol, because it's very addicting. So, Spirit want me to bring that up. What else, Spirit? So, congratulations. If I just described you there, that's a great achievement to stay clean and sober. One more. And there seems to be a start up of some new creation. Like I feel like this is someone's patenting an idea, Spirit just showed me. I see someone on the computer building something, some type of product that I feel like you're like at the halfway point of almost having it completed. But now it's the steps you have to take to bring it to the market and get with people who are going to help you to bring your product to fruition. But I do see some type of product that someone is building, creating. I see the pattern that you're working on. And I feel like it will be a success. If you're worried if it's going to sell or do well, Spirit showing me it will. So that'll be awesome. To whoever that is, that's beautiful. I wish you nothing but success and prosperity. Because trying to create a new product is very hard, especially one that you feel can not only work, but it's one that society will want and they'll use it. That'll help better their lives in some way. Alright, I'm going to pull from this other deck and then I'm going to pull out my dice. Oh. That's wonderful, Audra. Well, girlfriend, whatever you're working on, keep working on it. I feel like it's going to do well. That's what Spirit's showing me. And I feel like you'll get a lot of support from it. And make a lot of new friends. Make a lot of new connections. I even feel like you'll make a connection with someone that has the connections themselves or has the resources to, like, invest in your product, your idea. So keep working at it, sweetheart. You're working on an invention, DM. What did I just describe you to, baby? Well, baby, keep doing what you're doing. Spirit showing me to be a success. See, I can't make it up, y'all. Spirit's showing me it will be a success. Alright. What does this deck have to say real quick? Pull a few cards. That's good to know it's resonating for a few of y'all. Because I even have here at the bottom, like, y'all will make those connections. And there's the professional assistance. So someone's going to come in and offer their assistance. But I feel like someone's going to offer their resources to help bring this product, this idea, to the public. Where it'll be seen by a lot. Like, I feel like someone is good at marketing and a creation where it'll get in front of the right people. Alright. What else, Spirit? Because I feel like y'all ready to take off. And I feel like it's going to take off. Just be in that mindset of abundance. Manifesting. What else, Spirit, show me? Yeah, Spirit, show me y'all are going to be making these connections. I get community, personal or professional connections. So, if you're worried about meeting the right people or having that support group, no matter whether that is, in a professional sense or a personal sense, Spirit's saying, don't worry. They're sending people your way. In fact, I feel like it's being divinely guided. You're going to get the right divine support. Instead of having people from your past who come in and they use you and abuse you and then leave. I don't feel like that's what this will be. And Spirit's saying, have some gratitude, show joy in all things that you're working on, you're manifesting. Be excited about it, is what Spirit just said. Be excited about life, living it to the fullest. Because that will increase your frequency, and your frequency will go up more. And that'll draw the right attention, the right people towards you. And yes, in essence, it's a double-edged sword, because just as much as it will draw the right people towards you, it's going to draw the people that you don't want towards you. So you're going to have to be careful, use your discernment. But you'll know when those right people come to you, and I feel like you'll trust your instincts and your intuition to tell you when someone can't be trusted. So just be mindful of that. You can live in that high energy of gratitude and optimism and joy. Things are going to work out to where you won't feel like you're so alone. Because I feel like many of y'all feel like you're alone. You don't have anybody. Many of y'all feel rejected, abandoned even. I'm getting the abandonment card, which I know that's hard, you know, to kind of go at life alone, whether that's not having any friends, family, or a significant other. But Spirit's asking you to have courage. Be this warrior spirit, because they're prepping you for something greater. So they're saying get ready. Be in your power. Stand strong. Walk this path alone right now. I feel like it's going to do y'all some good. So you can stay focused on yourself and what you're working on. And when you're ready, that's when the right people will enter your life. But right now, I feel like they're saying it's time for you just to focus on doing what you got to do for you. To make yourself stable, secure, so that when the right people come into your life, especially if we're talking about in a romantic sense, you will be ready. Like, you're not just going to be settling for just anyone. Like, I feel like it will be the right person because you're going to raise your standards. You won't just put up with just anyone, I feel. And there's nothing wrong with that. I know some people don't like hearing that, but some of us do end up settling for people that we probably shouldn't, but we do. Alright. Now, let me see what my dice have to say. Okay, hold on. Well, that's a wonderful thing, DM. Be innovative. You being a Capricorn, you do use your head a lot. I know you've got a brilliant mind, even if others may not recognize it or see it. See your skill set. I see it. Alright, Spirit. Show me. What else? Wands. Which one, Spirit? Yeah, there's opportunity here. I get the Ace, which is 1, and Fire, which is for Wands. This is opportunity. This is action. You're being blessed with this opportunity. This doorway opening up to create, to innovate. Even a doorway, I feel, is opening up to love. Some of y'all who are single, looking for your partner, that doorway's starting to open. You're starting to see you in a different light. Like, I feel like someone who's watching me right now, you do have someone who's keeping their eye on you. In fact, Spirit just said social media. So I feel like someone's watching you on your social media and kind of, you know, seeing what you're up to. I feel like they're wanting to know if you're even available before they even take forward steps towards you to, like, ask you out or ask for your number at least to find out if you're even interested. I don't call them a stalker per se, but we'll just say you have a secret admirer. What else, Spirit? Pentacles. 11. That is Page of Pentacles. And that's interesting because that's also opportunity. Working on your skill set. So here's Pentacles, which is the scales. And this is 11, which is for Page. That's you preparing yourself. I feel like you're probably studying, doing your research. I feel like you're out there looking at other inventors. Like, so DM, this feels like you, baby. Like, I feel like you've either been out there kind of seeing what else is out there to make sure your invention is something outside of the creation of what's already been built. For someone else, I feel like this is an opportunity for you to possibly change jobs. Like, I feel like there is a need to not necessarily start over, but change careers. So if you've thought about changing your career, I feel like that doorway's opening too. And you're kind of like doing your research, you're studying up, trying to learn all you can about this different area that you're wanting to enter into. Like I get, what do they call that? A person who just starts, but doesn't really have any experience. There's a word for it, and I'm drawing a blank. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Ace of Wands again. What is this about, Spirit? What is this other opportunity? What does this pertain to? Alright. What else? This is about your money. Reinvesting. I get Page of Pentacles again. And I also get Page of Wands. So there is this need to get moving, I feel. Because this opportunity, I feel, is only going to come once, and you might end up missing it. Because here's the 11, and that's the page for me. Fires, Wands. And I also had Page of Pentacles down here. And I also got the skills again. So there's a need to take action. But I'm being shown by Spirit, don't rush it. Okay? Just start taking small steps towards it. You know, don't overthink it, but be studious. Like, do your research. Make sure everything's right. Make sure you cross your T's, dot your I's. Spirit just even said there will be contracts coming up. So someone might even offer you a contract or want to contract you for something. What else, Spirit? Emperor. What does this pertain to, Spirit? Swords. Alright. Which one, Spirit? Six of Swords. I feel like there will be, like, Spirit's asking you to take charge. This is the Emperor, this chair. So, be the leader, you know, take charge. I see that things might start off a little rocky, because I have the 6 right here. And then here's Swords. So that's telling me, like, things will start off rocky, but then things will start calming down. And I feel like we'll come into alignment where everything will start coming together. Whether this is you, like, starting a new job, changing jobs, or this is working on an idea creation. This is having to do with y'all's professional life, though. This is focused on y'all's money and career. What else, Spirit? Alright. What about that Moon, Spirit? Pentacles again. Well, Knight of Pentacles on the Moon. Spirit, I need more. Fire. What else? Two of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you'll have a choice to make. I got the Moon here, and I got Two of Wands, but I also got Pentacles, which is, I got the Knight of Pentacles, which is telling me, like, there will be things that you're not going to know right away. I feel like things will get revealed to you soon. Things that maybe you hadn't thought of or considered yet, that might create a hiccup, that might create things to be rocky at first. But I feel like there will be a choice where there will be more than one opportunity here where you're going to be able to decide. But I feel like something's going to also, at some point, there's going to be this fork in the road where you're going to have to choose if you turn left or you turn right. I don't feel like you're going to be able to just walk into it. So I feel like there will be someone that's going to come into that's going to question your creative project, your patent idea. Oh geez, Spirit. I don't even have my deck out. Okay, how do I put this? Spirit said someone is going to try and challenge you. Um, they're telling me that someone is going to be envious. I feel there's going to be a sense of jealousy. And I feel like it's going to be a crap show. Like someone's going to show their butt in front of a group of people. And I'm being shown a room. And it looks like a conference room. Or like a, what do they call it at a hotel? Like a banquet hall. Where I feel like this is going to be some type of meeting. A conference of some kind. Um, And I feel like there's going to be a challenge with you there. And someone's going to show their not their good self, we'll say, and challenge you. So be careful. If you are scheduled to go to some kind of conference, some type of meeting where there'll be a presentation that maybe even you might be the presenter, just be mindful. Someone there might cause trouble and it's going to try to disrupt it. But they're going to really show their true colors in front of everybody. And I feel like that's going to create even a bigger opportunity, an opening to where the people who may have wanted to work with this person before, they're not going to want to work with them anymore because it's too much drama. There's too much chaos. There's not a meeting of the minds, Spirit saying, nor does this person have the um, mental maturity to work together with others. Like, I don't feel like they worked well with others, which is, I feel like that's why this page energy is showing up to me. Alright. I'm going to put this up now, y'all. Maybe I'll pull my dice out more in a bit. Let me get to this spread. Alright. Oh dear. Oh boy. Andra, be careful. I feel like she's going to really show her behind, girlfriend. Just call her out. Don't deal with her BS, honey. She's just jealous because you're a better competitor than she is. You're good at what you do. You're a great archer. Alright, beautiful people. Here's the actual tarot spread I pulled now that I'm getting to. So again, this is a general collective. This is not a personal reading. Again, if you're new here, this is a general collective. This covers all 12 signs. If you're here, you're part of the collective. Take what messages resonate, leave behind the rest. If something doesn't fit, don't force it to fit. And if you have a personal question or want a personal reading, there's this board right here that has all my prices on it. I do personal paid readings on my stream. I don't do free readings. The only free reading I do is for the collective, and that's it. Alright. So here, in y'all's recent past energy, like I said, y'all are getting divine support. Here it is, coming up again. You're being guided by your angels, by your spirit team. And this has to do with an opportunity. Like I said, y'all are doing y'all's research. Maybe some of y'all are taking classes, studying something that's going to create a big opportunity. Like, I feel like you're going to change direction. Like, there will be something that you wanted originally had planned to do, but I feel like you're going to pivot and do something completely different. Why do I say that? Because I have this direction card coming in. So this is showing me, like, you're going to change direction. You know, you could have come in alignment with it. Some of y'all could align with this, but I feel others, I see you changing direction. Because you're going to find this new direction, going down a different road than what you had initially anticipated taking, is going to bring more fulfilling for you with your Ten of Cups, which is all about your emotional happiness, fulfillment, feeling like you're living your highest good, living up to your highest purpose. And I feel like you're going to get more excitement and joy out of this. And I feel like that will attract more people to you. when they see you going and doing what it is you want to do instead of getting told what you should be doing or having others coming in and trying to tell you that, oh, you should do this, or no, you're no good at that, or no, that's not going to work. I feel like this over here, doing the doing your homework, the studying, the opportunity opening up, you're going to find more fulfillment going a different way than what you had initially anticipated or set it out to do. But understand me, beautiful people, wherever you're at now, currently, or where you could be going, there's going to be someone, you're going to have an enemy there. Again, I see someone coming in and disrupting something. And I say this is in your workplace, because I have the Eight of Pentacles here. And this is all about mastering your skill. So working hard, improving your skill set, you know, going above and beyond what your job duties call you to do. So in this person, there's someone there who's going to be jealous, who's going to be envious of you because you're going to get all this recognition. And I feel like a promotion or some type of award was going to be given to you. And this person who pretends like they're everybody's friend is what Spirit's saying they're not. And I feel like you know this already, but they try and pretend like they are for everybody when they're really not. So be careful of this person. I see some chatter going on in a back room somewhere. So I feel like they could even be trying to talk bad about you, even to possibly your managers if you work in a company. So be careful, like someone who's in charge, management type position. This person is talking bad about you to them. But like I said, like you, Audra, you said you kind of already know this, but this is for someone else too. So, but keep doing what you're doing because it's what Spirit's wanting you to do because they want you to grow by mastering your craft, staying focused, not allowing this person or other groups of people to throw you off. Make sure you stay grounded and balanced because Spirit's showing me the advice is something's going to have to change here. Like how I said, new direction. It's crazy. I have direction here, and then in the advice Spirit has, there's change. And even this says new direction. So, and I have the moon with it. So I feel like something you're not aware of yet is going to start to come out. It's going to reveal itself to where Spirit's saying, wait for it. Wait for this other thing to surface. Well, you'll get more information before you make a move. But once you do, there's going to be a need to change. Do something different than what you're doing now. It might even mean that you're going to end up losing people. You're going to have to leave some people behind because not everybody's meant to go on this journey with you. And I feel like you're going to have a grand victory. You're going to be victorious here. Why? Because Spirit's showing me you're going to get that high recognition. I have high honor here, which talks about promotion, success. And it's even being confirmed and clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. So this is all about your stability, your security. So this is your material, your money. This is your career. This is even your overall health. You're going to be highly recognized, though, with this card right here. And this Ten of Pentacles coming in and confirming and clarifying it. Like this is a legacy you're trying to build. You're trying to build a brand is what Spirit just said. You're trying to build generational wealth. And you're also trying to build something that others can even be inspired by to want to pursue. So you're going to be inspiring for others to want to, step out of their comfort zone and really focus on themselves to want to go out there and chase after their dreams. Like I feel like there's some out there who are out there considering maybe starting their own business or starting up a side hustle gig, but they're afraid. They're afraid of failing. I feel like you stepping up and seeing how you come out successful and the recognition you get from it is going to inspire them to want to now step out of their comfort zone and pursue something like that, where they'll end up supplementing their own income, just like I feel like this is what you're trying to do now. build up that brand where it's going to be received well in society. Like I said, I feel like there will be someone that's going to come in and be able to help market you, market your product, or market your services. Or you're going to get some type of reward for an activity. You know, like Audra, I'm thinking of you. Like someone's going to give you an award, or you're going to get, like, I don't know if they give y'all trophies or anything, but I'm seeing a trophy. So I'm seeing victory for you in that. Oh no. I don't even know what that means, Audra. Oh, I hate to hear that, beautiful. It'll get better, Audra. Know that the people who did you wrong, karma will come around. She always does. And that dish is always served up cold. And sometimes it's bloody too. Meaning they're going to end up paying a dear price for doing you wrong, girlfriend. So you just have to trust that. Let karma take care of it. Because I feel like you're meant to do something more. I knew you were having problems at your job before, so I knew you had to step away. So I feel like something else is going to come towards you that you're going to jump on, that you're going to be excited about. And I feel like that's what Spirit's going to show you and remind you that you're good at what you do, no matter what anyone else on the outside has to say about it. You know you're good at what you do, and that's all that matters. That's right, Alejandro. Alright, let me get one of these cards, because I didn't pull out any of my other oracle for y'all. Spirit. Let's see. But something's going to take off here soon. But I feel like many of y'all are trying to still find those connections, those soul connections, like your soul tribe family. And I feel like when you do meet them, it'll inspire you more. Like you'll have support, not just support from your family, but the ones that you, on a soul level, incarnated into this world with. That's supposed to walk with you on your journey. It's a group of people, I feel. Not just one person. I feel like it's a group. And there it is. Loving partnerships. Collaboration. So I feel like you're going to be finding your people soon. If you haven't, you will be soon. This can be like your soul tribe family. This can be your soulmate if you're looking for love. This can be your soulmate appearing. Or it can both can happen, really. But I get love and partnerships right here. And it says, human beings are by nature intended to love, to belong, to grow together, and to evolve with each other, with nature and with spirit. Good partnerships are based in care, mutual respect, and acceptance. Now it's the time to focus on your relationships, for this is an important cycle in your life. If you are open to beginning a new romantic relationship, be ready for it. Current relationships will deepen at this time as you give space for the other to be more of themselves, freeing you both to a greater expression of the beloved. It is divine will for you to find harmony and coherence as you're given the opportunity to heal old patterns and weave new ones together. Business partnerships and alliances are highlighted now too, as you attract the right people to support your work in the world. Keep in mind your primary relationship is first with spirit. Every relationship is an aspect of the divine, as are you, and we are all better together in the dance of destiny. And spirit just confirmed, like I said, there's business relationships that are going to form. You're going to have the support you need to be able to get your work, your product, um, your ambition, like your services. You're going to meet the right people that are going to come in and help you to get it off the ground. And the door's opening up for love. So that soulmate, like I said, is coming. If you haven't met your soulmate yet, they're coming. I don't feel like they're far away from you. Alright, Spirit. Oh, I wanted to pull an angel card. One of these. Let me do this real quick too. Before I do this, let me get a couple messages from the universe for y'all real quick. Spirit, can I get a couple other messages for the collective, please? Ooh. Comparing yourself to others keeps you stuck in a cycle of guilt and shame and continues to separate you from your blessings. It keeps you small. Understand that everyone has their own journey, which always unfolds in divine timing. Your time will come. So know this, beautiful people. If you're questioning, worrying, know that you're not meant to compare yourself to everyone else, because you're not everyone else. You may, like I said earlier, many of y'all are meant to go at it alone for a while. But what you have to offer, what you're working on, whether that's internal work or that's working on like a product, patenting an idea, don't constantly compare yourself or think it's not going to be good enough, because Spirit's saying it will be. You're meant to bring that idea, that gift you have to the surface. Way to go, Amanda. Have my deck just fill up my desk. That's why I normally don't sit this far back, because I don't have room. Oh dear. Oh no. No, Audra, DM, everyone else, you know how I said if someone's gossiping or talking about you, Spirit just had this card come out. If people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. No one is worth lowering your vibration for. Let it move through you. See it for what it is, which is a reflection of their pain rather than the result of your actions. So again, if people are gossiping about you, whether it's to other friends or it's to a manager, don't worry about it. It will get handled. And I feel like the people who they gossip to are going to see right through the BS. I don't feel like they're going to, fall for it. But Spirit doesn't want you to fall for it or allowing the gossip and those rumors to get the best of you, because that just lowers your energy. It sucks the life force out of you. Don't do that. You know, be by yourself if you have to. I don't want you to isolate yourself, but I want you to be around the good people, the ones who are there cheering you on, as I'm cheering all of y'all on. I want to see all of y'all do well, be happy, be successful, be prosperous, have that great love of your life, and all the things you are dreaming about. I want that for all of y'all. And I know all of y'all are capable. I wouldn't sit here and be talking bad about you behind your back. I would be talking good about you behind your back. It's nothing I wouldn't say to your face that I wouldn't say to someone else. But this person, like this enemy that came out here, they're doing this and it's not good. But don't lower yourself to their level. Rise above it. Let them think they win, but they're not winning. Just know that Spirit said they're not going to win. They're going to be made out to look like a fool in the end. And just wait for it to happen. Just let it roll off your shoulders. Don't pay it any attention. They're not worth the time. What else, Spirit? One more. In your journey, there will be times when you feel lost, confused, lonely, and angry. These are times of transition. You won't feel those emotions forever. You are transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. Shed away those unneeded layers and keep growing. So even if you are feeling lost, you know, like how I had this direction card out here, and some of you are still trying to find your compass or looking for that sign to take you down the right direction, the right path. Maybe you're meant to be lost for a little while so you can learn about yourself more, so you can grow. You're not going to be lost forever, though. You're going to find your way. Just give it time. You know, don't put so much pressure on yourself, and don't allow others to try and push you or force you to do things that you're not wanting to or you're not ready for. This needs to be something you feel called to within yourself. And you're going to find that roadmap to success. But you got some growing pains I still feel for some of y'all. There's still these growing pains that you're going to have to go through first before Spirit will open the door and show you that roadmap of where you're supposed to go to next and the people you're supposed to meet along the way. Like I feel like for some of y'all, there has to be someone else that comes into your life first before certain things will take off. So be patient while other things work, while Spirit's in the background trying to bring things together for you, as I feel like they're doing with this divine support card out here. Alright, can I get an angel card? Angel number, Spirit, please. Show me, Spirit. The number is 2020. Compassion. It is a confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct. But it's also an encouragement to use your talents and gifts because they will benefit the world and your pockets. Be of service to others. Your potential is enormous. Can't make this up, beautiful people. Again, if you're working on a project, if you're patenting an idea, a product, a service, it's meant to come to the surface. It's meant to be seen by the world. And it's going to pay you a great amount of abundance, both mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and yes, material. It'll be tangible evidence of this, and you're going to know it. That's what Spirit's saying right here. So believe in it, beautiful people. There's a lot of promise in this reading. A lot of good I see. Things developing just right, at the right time. And even I feel like for someone it's going to be very unexpected. Like I'm getting someone like today, you know, you create this idea and then it's like 2 days later, it's like you're getting all these calls or recognition from people that are saying they want to work with you, or they want to support you in some kind of way. Alright, Spirit, can I get an angel card, please? This desk is too small. You want to know how big my desk is, y'all? You know this desk that's back here? That's what I'm working on. I just have a second one. So that's how small it is. So I don't have a lot of room. Spirit, can I get one angel card, please? Closing message for y'all. You are ascending Universal energies, you are ascending. And it says, you are flying high, rising up. Stay focused on your mission and know that the universe and angels are supporting you every step of the way. This is part of your ascension process. In order to fully integrate as both soul and human, it's essential for you to face any challenges or mend any relationships you have been putting off dealing with. By stepping forward and facing the complications of your earthly life, you let your soul grow and ascend. And the positive affirmation you can say out loud is, I support myself in the process of ascension. I support myself in the process of ascension. And that's what I have for y'all, beautiful people, for the general collective reading. Again, that was a general collective reading. It wasn't a personal reading. So take what messages resonate, leave behind the rest. And if you want a personal reading, I do paid readings. My board is back here with all my information and prices. So how y'all feeling, beautiful people? Y'all feeling good? Yeah, I think that reading was pretty good overall. I like the energy. And y'all confirming I was tapping into some of y'all's energy. So that helps greatly too when y'all let me know that. Because it's always interesting. Because I know many of y'all understand. Not everyone will understand this, but some of y'all understand this. Knowing I'm reading for a huge group of people, which is the collective. Sometimes I can only get a few energies in there. And Spirit just needs me to give the info and the message to the ones that need the message the most that day. No, y'all welcome. My pleasure, y'all. I like reading for y'all. I really do. You know, and I enjoy it more privately. I gotta be honest. I like that one-on-one engagement because I can focus on just that one person, what they have going on, their energies. It's not that I don't like being here with everyone, but, you know, especially when I do paid readings, I can really more so tune into that one person's energy and be more helpful sometimes. I feel in that way because there's certain things that I will not go into and talk about on here. So I will hold some info back if I feel like it's too much that doesn't need to be shared here for everyone else to hear. So that's where the other, you know, private one-on-one readings do help. So I do enjoy them very much. So I get to share a lot more with y'all privately one-on-one, which I did with someone earlier today. Gee, you're so funny. So what's going on with y'all? Y'all surprised to see me out here tonight this late? Like I said, I would have been out here earlier, but I ate and then fell asleep. I should know better than to sit down once I eat. Once I get relaxed, I'm done. Oh, right here. Hi, Misty. How you doing, beautiful? Thank you very much. What did I eat? I ate some pepperoni and some cheese and chips. All right, beautiful Misty. Sweetheart, did you do that for a reading? I'm just curious, honey. Because donating through the stream, it's double, girlfriend, because YouTube takes half the money. So, if you do it through my PayPal or my Venmo or Zelle, it's what the prices are here. But through the YouTube stream, it's always double because they eat half of it. Greedy people, but that's what they do. So you tell me, girlfriend. I know, they take more than a bite. It was ridiculous. Well, I told y'all, the last time that YouTube had deposited money in my account, and it was from, you know, the pennies I get from just people watching the commercials or whatever, um, it showed before they took their cut in taxes, it was like 200 and I think it was 204, $208 and change, right? After, when it got deposited in my account, it was only $100 and change. So half of it was gone right then and there. Oh yeah, they really want to. They really want to eat all the work that people like me do. You know, I can't be mad at them, but at the same time, it's like, I don't mind paying something, but taking half of it, that's not cool. Misty, I have PayPal. There's a link. If you look in the chat, there'll be a pinned comment either at the top or at the bottom of the chat. But I also have Zelle and Venmo. So all you have to do is take the email address that's typed in there and add it if you were to go through Zelle or Venmo, and it'll pull my account up that way. Hi, Thomas. So you tell me, girlfriend. I know you paid 10. I don't know which reading you want, honey. It isn't all visible. Let me see. Can y'all see it now? Okay. Okay, so Misty, you can see my email address at the bottom, beautiful in white. That's on this board. Okay, thank you, honey. All right. Do I know anything about auras? Yeah, I don't see auras, but I know some of my friends on here do see them. Yeah, beautiful. Please do. Because I don't want anyone to pay double, but I understand sometimes that's the way people can pay. I just want y'all to understand. I'm not doing it to be greedy. It's YouTube that's being greedy. So Tony, Beef, I see spirit orbs in different colors. And then I'll see your, every once in a while, I will see a full body apparition of a spirit. And I also will get visions of things that'll play out like a clip sometimes in my mind, like you think of like a movie clip. I also smell things that isn't like, there's no source for that smell, but I'll get a scent. And I also can feel other people's emotions like it's my own. And then I also am able sometimes to be foretold the future. I'll get like a warning, like an example would be like someone's gonna die soon, and I'll know that. So everyone's different. Oh, well, thank you, Misty. You're so sweet, honey. Oh, I know, Misty. I was just saying beautiful. I just don't want others who, you know, are new here who don't know me to understand because they may not know how YouTube works that way. But yeah, any stream you donate to, the creator of that channel, they only get half of it because YouTube takes half right off the bat. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go through and Audra, you're gonna have to send me a link to your channel, beautiful, and I'll come subscribe to it. I know, beautiful Misty. That's why I was letting y'all know. Hi, Amanda. We have the same names, honey. My name's Amanda, too. See, Audra, I think I had to wait because YouTube lowered it. I think it used to be 100. So I had to wait till I had like 100 subscribers before I could start streaming. Amanda Lane. Mine's Elizabeth. Alright, beautiful Misty. You want me to just give you an oracle message, girlfriend? It only lets you do 2 minute to... Oh, you're talking about the shorts. Okay, Misty, you got a question, girlfriend? Or do you want me to just see whatever spirit wants me to talk to you about? Like, is there a specific area you want me to focus on if you don't have a question? And then I'll know where to pull from. What's up with... Man. Oh, I forgot to take it. That's what it is. What do you mean, spirit? Misty, can you clarify for me, girlfriend? It's 1 minute, not 2. Well, I don't know how long the shorts are for, because I haven't done a short yet, which I need to start doing shorts, because I need that overhead ring light holder for my phone, so y'all would be able to see my desk, and y'all could see the cards, because I want to get more into doing more of the pre-recordings, especially when I start the memberships, which I'm going to try and have it started by September 1st. Whatever comes up. Okay, honey. I got you. Let's see. Spirit. Let me find a deck, girlfriend. Which deck, Spirit, you want me to pull from? Let's see. Here, I'll pull from this one. Because I think these have multiple messages in them. No, actually doesn't. I'll pull from my crystal spirits. That's what Spirit's showing me. Okay. Oops. Alright. Let me see. This is one of my new oracle decks. I've only used it a couple times. Alright, Spirit. Let's see. Alright, Spirit. Show me. Excuse me. What message do you have for Misty Spirit? I have one message for Misty, please. Whoa. What's that one? Spessartine garnets. Those are pretty. 53. Alright, beautiful. This is the general message I pulled for you, the Spessartine Garnet Crystal card. And here's the general message, and then I'll give you the relationship and the prosperity message to go with it. It says, every one of us is a being of light, meant to shine and sparkle. Your light draws others to you, for we all seek the light. The message is to embrace your natural charm and magnetism. Do you think you're not all that special? If so, that is only because you haven't discovered your natural charisma and expressed it. The conscious universe wants you to let it shine out, for your dazzling brilliance will be a beacon for others as you walk the healing path toward discovering your destiny. You can attract those who will help you and those who will benefit from all that you have to share, your talents, your love, your joy. We are all so lucky to have you here on this planet right now. Feel your magnetism today, express it, shine your light in all your glory, inspiring others, and let yourself draw in whatever will help you on your journey. And then here's the relationship message for you, Misty. It says, you are a unique being with a light only you can emit. Do you think you have to work harder to make people like you? What if your soulmate is out there waiting for you to stop trying so hard and just be your glorious, amazing, brilliant self? What if your soulmate is waiting for your beacon to send out the message, I am here and ready for a partner to shine with me? Today is a good day to recognize all that is attractive in you and stop trying to hide it out of some sort of fear that others might not be comfortable seeing you in your full glory. Shine brightly today. And that's a beautiful message. And I think that's the message for everyone. And then the prosperity message here is, in ancient times, the sun was revered for its power. And today, the Spessartine Garnet Spirit brings the message that you are a powerful manifester of abundance, an extraordinary co-creator, but only if you let the real you shine. You are charismatic and dazzling, and when you accept that, opportunities show up, as do people willing to place their faith in you and invest in your ideas and projects. Abundance grows more abundance. Know that you can magnetically attract anything you need, from a small favor to a major contribution, for you inspire others to believe in you. So now shine on. I love that. So Misty, beautiful. You gotta shine yourself, beautiful. You know, and it's crazy that I pulled this card for you because part of the collective was about all of that. About allowing our true self shine, allowing our gifts, our talents, that people will be drawn to your optimism, you know, the energy you push out. You know, it's a matter of believing in yourself. And yeah, you might get pushback from some people who aren't going to recognize your light. They might even be envious or jealous. But don't allow anyone to come in and dim your light. Don't allow anyone to come in and question you, make you doubt yourself. Whether that's in what you do for a living in your career or what you do in your personal life, whether that's a hobby, you know, your creative talents, or that is even in your relationships, whether that's both with your family, friends, and even a significant other. They want your light. They need your light. But nobody needs it more than the universe as a whole. And the divine's asking you to glow. Don't doubt yourself. Trust you. Believe in who you are. Believe you have all that brilliance that this world needs. Because you possess, and I just saw a blue spirit orb. Okay, so that's confirmation. You possess a beautiful light, a beautiful magic that nobody else in this world has except for you and only you. So now be that light. Be in it. Let it shine through you and shine around you. And all the people, all the things you want, even being the great manifester and creating the life you want, is within your grasp. You just got to believe it. Believe you have it already. Believe that it's obtainable. Not that, oh, well, it's not going to work out. Don't have that mentality. You got to be in that mindset that you are an abundant being and you can create whatever it is you're dreaming about. And so sometimes what we end up doing is telling ourselves we're not worthy enough, we're not good enough. No, we'll never have that. No, you have to believe you already have it. And even what you don't have, what you feel like you're having to live without right now, you got to be grateful for that abundance. Because when you're grateful for just the little things, that's when the universe comes in and brings in all the bigger things that we're all dreaming of. Whether that's, just to have some extra money in the bank to take a vacation or to buy a house or even to start your own business or to have that great love or just have a good solid foundation of a group of friends. Whatever it is, it applies in every aspect of our lives. So you be that beacon of love and hope for everyone. I believe in you, Misty. I know you got this, girlfriend. You know, and what sucks for so many of us who are like light workers, who are healers, who, whether it's just by us being open to talking with people, trying to help people, um, we have a light that people get drawn to, right? And you're always going to have people that are going to be over here doing this. They're going to talk bad about you, who are going to make you question yourself. Or try and poke and stab at you. Like, Misty, I know you've been in here before, beautiful. I remember you from the many times you've been in my stream. And I know you see these crazy nutheads come in here. And they try and poke at me, thinking they're going to get a rise out of me. Or they're going to make me cry. Or I'm going to want to go hide in my corner. As that's what they think I would do. I'm not hiding. I'm still here. I don't let them, define me. I define me. And then I just share that with y'all. I be my true, authentic self with everyone, including y'all. I don't try and be someone I'm not. So when they want to come here and poke at me, even if they want to poke at my appearance, I just look at them all crazy. Like, really? That's all you have to do? If you think you're going to break my self-esteem or my confidence, you're wrong. That will never happen. Why? Because what they say about me holds no weight. It holds no substance. The only thing that holds substance when it comes to how I, view myself or see myself is myself, but the people who matter in my life, they hold more weight. If it was coming from them, that'd be different, but it's not. But even sometimes when it comes from them, it still doesn't change who I am. It doesn't make me question or see myself any less than what I see myself as. But I still find myself to stay humble too. I don't get carried away in my ego. I don't get, egotistical. I don't get cocky or arrogant. I still stay humble about it. So I feel like sometimes your energy can even be humbling to others, where it makes people even have to like take a step back and do some self-reflection. And because I feel like when people do try and attack you, that's a reflection of them. It's not a reflection of you. So don't allow it to become a reflection of yourself. If they want to poke at you, talk about you, question yourself, don't allow that. You're meant to shine brighter. So you keep shining, beautiful. You talk to people that need to talk to. Yeah, and see, and because, we're so open that way, and because, for many people, we're very easygoing, we're easy to talk to, and because we have that confidence to open up and talk to people, Some people aren't able to do that. They're not able to be like you and I. They question themselves. They overthink everything, you know, and they're more worried about, well, you know, what if they don't like me? They either like you or they don't. And you see, and I don't allow the people who don't like me, you know, it's like, okay, you don't like me, cool. It's their loss, you know. I'm not going to change me, or I'm not going to get all upset just because someone else doesn't like me. I don't expect everyone to like me. I get it. But the people who are meant to be in my life, the people who are meant to like me, they'll be here and they're going to find me. And, you know, it's like how this soul tribe, you know, like I talk about the soul tribe, you know, like your soulmate. Your soulmate doesn't have to be romantic. It can be your friends. It could be your family. It's just another word to describe these souls that you were in heaven before you incarnated in this life, that you chose to incarnate in this life with, that are supposed to be here on this journey with you. That's your soul family. So they can be friends, family, or a romantic partner. And what I try and tell everyone all the time, your soul tribe, the people who are meant to be in your life, they're going to find you, you know, and you're not going to have to be anything other than the person you are. And they're going to love and accept you for you. And you're not going to have to beg them to want to stay in your life either. They're naturally going to want to stay there just as much as you're going to want to be in their life. So you see, the people and things that are meant for you will never pass you by. So you got to trust in that too, beautiful. That's right, Audra, don't poke the bear. Yes, they do. Dreams do come true. And that was spot on. Well, I'm happy that was spot on for you, Misty. I hope that helps, beautiful. I'm going to get you one of these angel cards too, real quick. I'll pull you one of my other angel cards. Spirit. Can I get an angel message for Misty, please? What angel message do you have for Misty, Spirit? Please and thank you. Renew the heart. A relationship in your life needs renewal and attention. Reconnect with the one you love and recall what first brought you together. So if there's someone romantically in your life, Spirit wants you to renew this relationship. Work on it, strengthen it, build on it. You know, what made, you know, you fall in love with this person or want to be with this person. Bring that back into the relationship to bring that excitement, that flame, that fire again, that passion. And if you're not in a romantic relationship, girlfriend, this is just telling me, like, even to invest more in your friendships. It's the same thing. Why did you choose those friends? You know, what made you want to start a friendship with them? Those can be, you know, renewed as well. You know, remember why you became friends with them. You know, all the laughs, the fun times, the things that, you know, made you both happy. All those great memories you built this far. Renew that, strengthen that, those bonds. Those are important. And that's what I got for you, girlfriend. So, Misty, thank you, honey. Thank you so much for the donation. And thank you so much for trusting me to read for you, girlfriend. It's been an honor and a pleasure. Yep, a reflection. Wow. Well, I'm so happy that resonates for you, Misty. Thank you for letting me know, girlfriend. That means the world to me. I scare me sometimes when I end up being as accurate as I am, that people tell me I'm accurate. And you're welcome. welcome, honey. I know, Audra, I love my angel decks too. I got so many, but there's so many more I want that's out there that I still gotta grab. Oh, well, thank you, honey. I'm happy that message can help you, girlfriend. And thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Alright, put this back right here. Put this back over here. Very true too, Chief. No, thank you, Chief. I'm so sweet, baby. I wish everybody saw their soul instead of the outside. Because you're right. This world would be so much of a better place. Oh, I know, Audra. Especially when we all have our rough edges. You know, I got some rough edges. I understand that. I've been working on filing them down a little bit. But, you know, some people always got to tempt the bear. Or tempt the shark. Speaking of, I meant to pull a Sharky card because it is Shark Week. Let's see. What Sharky card do we have? Snarky Sharky. When you see me, you think of Pocahontas. It's funny because that used to be my nickname in school. A few of my friends referred to me as that. Alright. Snarky Sharky. What snarky message do you have for the collective? There you go, Chief. Yeah, you would see all my rough edges on a pool table. I definitely wouldn't hold back there. Take all your money and then some. And make you like it too. Alright. Here's the Sharky message for y'all. Choices. Bottom feeders. Find the true treasures in the ocean. See the situation from a different perspective. And seek out the good crap in life. So, it's all about choices and your perspective. But seek out the good in everything. Even if it's at the bottom of the ocean. Hey, Bob. How you doing, baby? I decided to pop on for a little bit. Hang out with y'all. How you doing, baby? Where did Eternal go? 337. Pocahontas. Okay. I was just wondering if you were still here, baby. You napped during the day? Oh, I napped too, baby. I ended up working earlier today for a little bit, which was good. I was happy to work earlier. And then I went and ate something, and then I was sitting in my bed, and I was listening and watching something, and I fell asleep. Okay, Audra. Well, beautiful. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi and hanging out for a bit. I hope you have some wonderful dreams, girlfriend, and have a good day at practice tomorrow, and a wonderful day overall. I seriously doubt I'll be here Saturday night, but you never know. Have to decide what spirit wants me to do. It really is supposed to be my day off, but we'll see. All right, girlfriend. Just going back over chat. Yeah, I just did a little message oracle reading. I can't make this up. Divine connection. Your path is divinely guided, leading you towards your greatest good. Surrender your wishes and desires to spirit. You may not get what you want, but you will surely get what you need. True too. I like that card. What does my outfit have to do with what I do here? I don't know who you are. So how's everyone feeling? Are y'all gravy? I'm about to munch on some chips here in a minute. I should have pulled that pepperoni, brought it in here with me, but I didn't. Oh, I'm happy you feel so much better, Misty. I'm happy I could help, girlfriend. I'm happy that eases you and you feel more grounded and aligned with yourself. And you're so welcome, honey. Thank you for everything you do, girlfriend. And I know you will. So you have some sweet dreams, Misty. And good night, and see you later. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Feeling groovy, Chief? Well, good, baby. I'm glad. I feel groovy myself. Y'all make me feel gravy. I know, Chief. Any word from Jamie? We got any updates yet, baby? Chief's like, yeah, she ran away from me. Of course, Chief. You know it, baby. We always got to ask about her. We're still waiting. We're still waiting for you to take her out on the first date. We're waiting for you to how do I say this? Oh Lord. Come alive again like a young teenager. I'll just put it that way. Runs the hills. The note is alive and well. Well, I'm still waiting to hear about you delivering it to her, baby. I want to see what her reaction is. And then I want to hear how the date goes. And then I would expect an invitation to the wedding, baby. I need a munch. You know I do, Chief. Hey, I just want to see you happy, baby. I want you to find true love. That's what I want for everybody. Everybody deserves someone in their life who truly loves them and appreciates them and wants to build something with them. Yeah, I'm not in the mood for pepperoni. Or not pepperoni, beef jerky. That's alright, baby. You're not a bum. Alright, Bob. I'll be waiting, baby. You better keep me updated if you do find her. And then I'm going to want to meet her. What does your hunch tell you, Chief? Do you think she's available? Do you think she'll accept your love offer? The calls are free. I know, well, knowing you can call me and it don't cost you nothing, I would imagine you'd be able to call Canada for free too. Someone's hiding something. So, Chief, are you off this weekend, baby? I'm surprised, you know, well, it is later than normal, but I guess it's around the time you normally would stop in my stream if I'm streaming this late. Are you at work just sitting back at the desk, baby? Playing and goofing off? Yeah, that's true. Well, especially the way Walmart is. Like, I've heard good things about them, but I've heard some bad things about them. I guess it depends on what you do there. But I know they don't pay their employees what they should. Oh, you're waiting for it to dry up because of all the rain. That's the only crappy thing about working outside is it's all dependent on the weather. Yes, Eternal, he did pass away. I heard about it yesterday. I'm not sure what he passed away from, though. But yeah, that's sad because he was young. Or at least to me, he was still young. 71 to me is still young. You know, if he had lived to like 85 or 90, then it's like, okay, I'd understand. But 71 just still feels too young to me. Hello, Marks. Okay, I need to get me another Red Bull, y'all. I'll be right back. I got me some pepperoni and cheese, too. Hey, Fiona. How you doing, beautiful? It's been a while since I've seen you. Hello, public alias. How you doing? I've never heard that song, Bob. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, Hulk Hogan died in his sleep of a heart attack. Wow. That's sad. Well, at least he died in his sleep, though. At least he died the peaceful way. Not everybody gets that lucky. You'd walk 500 miles for the right lady? Okay. I've been good, Fiona. I'm gravy, beautiful. You know me, if I'm here, I'm gravy. Thank you for asking how you been. What you been up to, sweetheart? No, Chief wanted to boot everybody and just have it me and him. He wants his Fisher Price wrench back, is what he told me. Till he learned he can't boot everybody. Only I can do that. Well, you know, Fiona, I can make your nightmares come true again. There's Teddy. Oops. There he is. Hi, Salt. Well, I guess Teddy needed to come out and say hi to you, Fiona. Oop, I hear sirens. They're coming to get you, Salt. Or Chief, I mean. I'm Gravy. Thank you for asking. How you doing? You know, Fiona, you make me think of, like, what happened to that guy last week. Was it last week? Last week or the week before? The one that had the Annabelle doll, and he was on tour, and he died for no apparent reason. That's kind of creepy. You mean Teddy's acting all shy? Cops are here, got to go. They coming for you, Chief. And that's right, Bob. It is. It is crazy. All these people are dying suddenly. Yeah, the Annabelle doll used to be in the Warren's house. They had like some kind of little museum, I guess, in their basement. And the doll was kept in like a doll display case of some type. And I heard that the rumor is the doll had a specific priest tied to it, that it would come in and do like different blessings and everything around the doll every day to make sure that the doll, whatever was tied in that doll stayed where it was at. And then they brought it out of the museum when the Warrens died and put on a show. So it's like, yeah, y'all were crazy to even entertain that. What's with the airplane industry? I don't know what you're talking about, Salt. Yep, the sirens just stopped. All planes just bursting. I'm sorry, Salt. I'm lost. I'm confused, honey. What do you mean? There's planes that are crashing or having mechanical issues? Is that what you mean? Chief, I believe you'll cross paths with her again. I don't know. I haven't flown in years, but I'm definitely not afraid to fly. I would get on an airplane, but I probably wouldn't get on one of the airplanes where they've been having a lot of issues lately. Well, hey there, Inferno. How you doing, baby? I thought about you the other day. Realized I hadn't seen you in a while. How you been? Aw, I miss seeing you too, Inferno. Where you been hiding? Mm. Oh, I'm gravy. Inferno. You know me, baby. If I'm here, I'm gravy. I got new tarot and oracle decks in. So I got more since you were here last. And I've had meetings. And I'm probably going to be starting memberships by the first week of September. So I just been here working. I love that, Inferno. I'm happy to hear your gravy, honey. I'm gravy like that too, baby. Oh, thank you. Yes, someone came up with the idea, told me I needed to get one. So I did order one, and it seems like it helps out. Of course, not everybody reads it. I don't even think they pay any attention to the background to see what it says, but then some do read it. But then there's been times I've been in front of the camera and I block it, but I try and mention it at the beginning of the stream so people do read it, look at it, see what it says. People still not following the rules. What you mean, honey? It feels like a cafe in my room now. Having that board. Well, I was going to hang it up on the wall back here, but then someone said they couldn't read it. So I'd have to get a much bigger one. And I know they make a bigger one than that. And I just wasn't sure how big this one would be. So I'd have to get the extra large one. And then I could write more on it. And then maybe I'll hang that one up on the wall. We'll see. Oh, thank you, Eternal. I know you can see auras. What color's my aura right now? Bob can be my server. Okay, so I just need a cook then. Turquoise. Okay. Happy belated birthday, Fiona. A boat ride. Now that's awesome. So where did y'all go on the boat, Fiona? Inferno, streaming's going fine. It's still gaining traction. It's growing. It's been good. Some nights it's been quiet. Other nights, you know, it's been okay. I take the last few weekends off, though. Because I think everybody's been outside more, enjoying the nice weather while it lasts. So, and since I still hadn't taken a weekend off yet, I decided to take the last couple weekends off, and I just popped on tonight just because I was working earlier. I've been going strong. Yeah, baby. I keep pushing. You know me. That sounds peaceful and beautiful, Fiona. I would have loved that. It would have just been peaceful just to be on the water. But to be able to take a boat ride too? Oh yeah, girlfriend. I'd be all for that. This over here. I want to pull out my chips, but it makes too much crunchy noise. So, it's funny you mentioned the water, Fiona, because I even got some new mermaid decks in. I got both a couple of mermaid tarot decks, and I got a couple of oracle decks too. Having to do with the water. So, I did get a couple Hawaiian decks too. I haven't used them yet, but I got them. So what's been going on with you, Inferno? What have you been up to, baby? O'clock. And I got my charms too, Inferno. And I also got some more tarot dice that one of my girlfriends had bought for me. Even studying tarot and working out. Nice, Inferno. Have you been learning a lot? Yeah, I got a bunch of charms. I got 2 bags full of charms over here. And I got a couple mats for them too. What did I do with them? So, I got casting mats for them. And I got regular dice too that I use to throw them on sometimes. Yeah, baby, I've been stocking up on my tarot and oracle decks, my charms. Like I said, and I got a few sets of tarot dice too. And I even have a couple of decks that are like for runes. They have rune symbols on them. So I've been adding to my tool set. Use them for different things whenever Spirit calls me to use them. So, yeah, that's what I've been up to, baby. I even have little tool or little tarot charms, Inferno. Look, like there's the Judgment. And then I have, what's in this one? I have these. Here's the Lovers. See, I can even got tarot charms that I can use. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Oh yeah, I got a wrench too. Y'all always talking about y'all's wrench. Let me find my wrench. So here's my wrench. And I even got a hammer. My Fisher Price hammer I took from Chief. And I even found some pliers or some tweezers, Inferno, for Mr. 3 inches. See, you need some pliers this small or tweezers. So there you go. I'm even prepared for Mr. 3 inches. I want to come in here and act a fool. I got all my little tools just for him. You know me, this Empress doesn't play. Not like that anyways. You just thought about 3 inches and then I said it. Hey, you know I'm psychic, baby. Let's see. Pretty flower. Oh, it's like little eyes looking at people. Ooh, someone has someone coming towards them that might be friends. A friendship that's going to turn romantic, I feel. Yeah, it's that time, isn't it, Bob? It's 4:15 when they all come out of the woodwork and want to act a fool with me. So, who y'all connecting with on a friendship level? Because they want to pursue something more with you, it looks like. Or you want to pursue something with them. You want it to be more than friends. Hello, in your presence. I might as well pull this out. Let me see. You're still single too? Well, I know you're looking for your Emperor, baby. Have you been keeping your eyes open for your Emperor? I'm still looking for mine too. Spirit. Not many good ones these days. Yeah, that's true for the most part. What is that? I don't know what number that is. I hate that. Oh, it's a 3. 3 of Wands. Well, y'all getting excited about something or someone. Maybe that's the person that's coming towards y'all. Or the ones y'all want to pursue something more than a friendship with. You should rent your note out. What you gonna rent your note out for, Chief? You gotta manifest Jenny, Chief, so she'll come out. So I can hear about this wonderful date you're gonna take her on. Resilient beauty. Challenges are catalysts for growth. When you rise up, bloom away. That's true. You gotta be resilient when challenges do rise. I'll be the first to know. Well, I hope so, Chief. Like, when are you gonna arrange that romantic dinner for her? Or do you need me to write the note for you, baby? So you can go through and take the first steps. Instead of waiting for her to show up at your Walmart, baby, why don't you go looking for her? And that is pretty cold, Bob. You know, this mermaid don't like the cold. I wish I was back in the water. I want to be in paradise, like in Hawaii. Put on my hula skirt. Why not, Chief? You should drive around town. See if you can find her, baby. Why don't you go check out some of the other Walmarts in your area? Maybe she's in one of those. You're not a fan of having to wear socks and shoes? Yeah, I don't care wearing sneakers myself, Bob. I do prefer my high heels or my sandals. Or no shoes at all. I mean, but that's if I'm, you know, on the beach, walking in the sand, or if I'm getting in the water. Oops. Here we go again. In your presence, I don't have Cash App. The only thing I have is Zelle, Venmo, and PayPal. I mean, gee, no, you just gotta go to the Walmarts in your area, baby. Just do what, like a 50-mile radius out from where you're at? And go to those Walmarts. I don't see people driving farther than an hour to get to work, so that's why I say like a 50-mile radius. But maybe do a 50-mile radius of where that Walmart is, where you first saw her at, and then see what other Walmarts are in the vicinity of that 50-mile radius and go check them out. And she might be there. You never know, baby. Yeah, go for it, Chief. I just saw a purple blue spirit orb. I think Spirit wants you to go for it, baby. I feel like you're gonna be pleasantly surprised. I get a good feeling about it, baby. Oh, well, you gotta explain it to me in miles, baby. I don't do kilometers. We don't do kilometers here in the States. Let's see. Just for you, Chief. Well, I understand that, baby. I understand being tired and you just want to go home and relax, eat, and take a shower and sleep. Yeah, I've been there. Hell, I did that today after I had my meeting. But I wasn't trying to go to sleep. Well, thank you in your presence. I appreciate it. My hair's extra long. I was sweating earlier today. It's the only bad thing about having long hair, especially in the middle of summer. Baby, if you saw something move on the screen, then it was probably an orb, because I don't see a bug. Alright, Spirit. Show me for Chief when it comes to Jeannie. Should he go and look for her? Let's see what Spirit says. Thank you, Jay Walker. So when's your next day off, Chief? Or you don't know right now because you're waiting for the roads or the ground to dry up so you can get out there and work some more. Spirit for Chief. Spirit's showing me you need to go for it, baby. You need to go look for her, baby. In your presence, I have no idea who you're talking about. Well, Chief, Spirit's telling me you need to go look for her. So while you're waiting for your work to call you in, why don't you take some time and go search for it, baby? And you just never know. Feel like you're going to find her. There's reasons to hope. It came out again. They really messed up this card. Of course, Inferno, no, baby. They never stop. Yeah, for the people who are in here, all the names you see in blue, those are my mods. So understand me, you act a fool in here, they have the power to kick you out. I don't have to tell them, they'll just do it. They already know. So I suggest you act and come to me correctly, or they're gonna kick you out. Oh, well, I hate to hear that in your presence. No, I don't keep up with the news. And I don't live in California, so... That's right, Inferno. None of us have tolerance for the crazy nonsense. They just don't understand that y'all have the authority to make them disappear, so we don't see them anymore. You know, that's when they go inside their basement and they talk to themselves. It is nonsense, Fiona. You know, it's always peaceful when I turn subscribers only mode on, but then I think Bob gets a little crazy. He needs to play with some trolls, so I left it open so he can play a little bit. Oh, really, Jay? So you came in here to talk nonsense about religion? Well, you can go. See you, bye. This ain't the stream for it. Yeah, and Inferno likes to play with them, too. Just like that, Inferno just kicked you to the curb. Thank you for doing that, baby. All right, Chief. Well, you take it easy, baby. Sweet dreams. Have a good day tomorrow. Maybe I'll see you Sunday. Yep, Jay just walked on out, and he don't realize it. Well, in your presence, I hate to hear about all that. Thank you, Chief. Exactly, Fiona. With all that Cheeto crust and dust on their fingertips. Probably wearing a grown man's diaper, too, because they're too lazy to get up and go use the bathroom. And they use that hand a little too much. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to use my little foot charm the other night for that one guy that was asking to see my feet. I got that over here, too. Okay, Bob. Well, in your presence, I hate to hear that. They would pay lots of money for the feet. I don't know, Inferno. Bob told him, you want to see her feet? Pay $250 per foot. Yeah, they weren't going to go for that. Well, my beautiful people. You saw someone charge $1,000 for some feet pictures, Fiona? Holy cow. I mean, I've been told I got pretty feet, but I don't know about all that. I wonder why they paid $1,000 for those feet pictures. There you go. Bob said $50 per toe. I know, right, Inferno? I usually get paid to keep my clothes on, not take them off. Of course, more would probably pay me if I wanted and was willing to take my clothes off for them, but I'm not doing that, so. So, Inferno, have you been going out, trying to meet people? Or you just been locking yourself up in the house, baby? Oh, yeah, I know, Fiona. They like to come in here, for sure. And I've been trying to ignore them more and more and just have the mods kick them out. Bob and all them are pretty good at setting them straight, so. You worry when I wear a dress and bend down. Well, you know, Fiona, I told you, beautiful, I wear shorts underneath my dress. So even if I bend down, they're not going to see nothing. They're just going to think they just saw something, but they didn't. They just saw my black shorts. I do make sure of that. You haven't looked hardcore because you're working on your body and self-image. Well, baby, let us see the new you, the new and improved Inferno. I feel like you'll catch the eye of someone. You long for an intelligent troll? Well, Bob, I think you might be longing for a long time then, baby. Because most of them ain't got no sense. Unless it'd be someone like Eternal. Then you know, you never know what can come out of his mouth. Okay, Inferno. Well, I'll be waiting for it, baby. Make them come and get a reading. What, to find out what their love reading is? I mean, I got all kinds of love oracle decks now. I even got an oracle deck that's for breakups. So, I got one that's for even just advice when if you're having problems in your relationship. I got all kinds of different ones. I got one that's for singles. Well, I got a few of them actually that are for singles who are dating, looking for love. I got all kinds. I even got a love deck that's for blockages. So if you feel like you're getting blocked from finding love, I got one that's specifically for that. It's a love block deck is what it's called. This is true too, Fiona. At least if they're going to come here and troll, at least come with some sense. Y'all are right about that. You love decks. Hey, Ferno. You would probably love my new Oracle and Tarot collection of decks that I have. Wow, really, Spirit? That's true too, Inferno. Hi, Julia. You're just asking for some intelligent insults. Most of them don't know how to use any intelligence. Intelligence and insults just sounds like an oxymoron, putting them two together. Oh my goodness. Ooh, someone's wanting to dominate you, Inferno. We need a full moon and some incense. What are you gonna do, Inferno? Raise the dead? A guy just texted you? Ooh, what did he say, Inferno? Share with me, baby. You gonna let me pull some cards on it? That'd be interesting to see what he's thinking. Well, I did have that other Oracle deck over here somewhere, and it got buried underneath the rest of my other Tarot and Oracle decks that are piled up over here in this corner. And I still have to organize and go through. Because my office is a mess right now. I have Tarot and Oracle decks everywhere, like covered in my table, in my desk, over in this corner, on my ottoman, in that shelf, even on my little step ladder over here. Oh, and Fiona, since you said you're so worried about me bending over, here, beautiful, I'll show you. See, I got black shorts underneath. So even if I bend over, they're going to see my shorts. So don't ever worry. I don't give them that pleasure to be able to see what I got underneath. So I let them think that they're going to see something when they're not. Hi, Alec. That's right, baby. I keep it classy. Y'all know me. I don't play. They're not going to ever see what's underneath my dress. They would never get that lucky. How you been, Alec? It's been a while, baby. I know I haven't been on as late. Well, that's true, too. In your presence, most of them don't have any sense of direction. Oh, yeah, I put that in motion. That's one of the, settings I have. That I see it before anyone else does, especially if it sounds inappropriate. So the chat won't see it, only I will. And then I decide if I want to keep it or not. But I think some of the mods can see it too. Hi, Frank. Or erection. That doesn't even sound right, Bob. So does that help, Fiona? Lower your anxiety, beautiful? Whenever you see me wear a dress, you don't have to worry, girlfriend. Well, that's awesome, Alec. I know your mom would be happy to see you, honey. They can't get it up. No, they definitely won't be able to get it up with me. I don't want to see none of that. And Mr. 3 inches, I mean, that's just a stub, nothing more. Y'all are terrible. And then you get the ones that come in here that think I'm much younger than what I am. Which is flattering, but at the same time, it's like, some of them I'm just like, do you realize I'm old enough to be your mother? Of course, I may not look that way to them, but in actuality, as young as people are having kids today, I really could have a grown adult right now if I had had kids. But since I didn't have any, I didn't want to, I don't know. I don't think, I mean, people say I would have been a great mother. And I'm sure I probably would have, but I just didn't want to take the chance to bring someone into this world and then something not happen or the dad not stick around, just something like that. Oh, you like the ones that come in and say they're going to marry me or they're going to buy me a car? Oh, yeah, the ones that are going to send me a bunch of money. I like those, too. I laugh at them. I'm still waiting for that one guy to come back, the one that said he was going to send me $5,000 and never did. You're 30, no kids, can't imagine having one. Well, Alec, I'm 44, baby, and I don't have any kids. So, hello, Julia. Oh, beautiful. I wish you hadn't done it through the stream. Because it's double through the stream, girlfriend, because YouTube takes half of it. You think I would have been a cool mom? Oh, thank you. In your presence, I stream 5 nights a week. It just depends. I'm usually not on, at least the last few weekends I've been off, but I just came on just because I felt like it. Julia, You know what, beautiful? I don't even have to pull cards for you, girlfriend, just to answer that. If you want love, I feel like you should at least not be out there trying to find it, but be open to receiving it and allow love to find you. Because when you're not looking for it, that's when you find it unexpectedly. Yeah, Julia, if you want to add another 5, girlfriend, if you can do that for me, please. I'll do you an oracle message. You're wanting to know about love. Should you stop looking for love or should you continue? How about we do what's coming towards you or what you're attracting? I'll pull a card, just straight out ask spirit yes or no, but let's see what you're attracting and find out if you're attracting the right person or not. Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate you, Julia. Alright, Spirit, for Julia. Oh, this thing's gonna get on my nerves. Let me put this back. Okay. Spirit, show me for Julia when it comes to love. Spirit saying yes. I got 2 yeses here. And I asked Spirit, should you stop looking for love and allow love to find you? And so they both say yes. Because I feel like right now you need to do some growing and build yourself up for the right person to attract them towards you instead. But I want to see what you're attracting real quick. I'm going to pull a couple cards and see. Spirit, what is Julia attracting? Spirit, what kind of people is Julia attracting when it comes to romantic mates? See if there's something you gotta adjust, girlfriend. You could be attracting the wrong people towards you, so Spirit, show me. What is she attracting? Well, I feel like there's someone that might be coming towards you soon. But in most cases, you're attracting a bunch of messy situations, girlfriend, that aren't going to turn out well for you right now. That's what Spirit's showing me. It's drama. Messy situations. People who are carrying excess baggage that cause conflict. So when this is type of energy you want to avoid, girlfriend. You don't need the BS. You don't need the drama. In fact, I just want to see who you are attracting, like what kind of person this is, as far as what possibly they do. And then see what it is you will be attracting later in the future. Real quick, I'm just gonna pull these. Spirit, what is Julia attracting right now? The type of people. What do they do? You've been doing some online dating too, Julia. Have you looked online? Because I feel like that might be an issue too, girlfriend. You may want to back off of that. Because I feel like you're just going to attract the crazy people right now. And that's what Spirit's showing me. You know, the people who are attracting, you're attracting right now are like ones who aren't mentally stable, I would say. A madman. So that's nothing but drama right there. And even a swindler. Someone that's deceiving. So I feel like you've been lied to a lot. Especially if you're doing the online dating. It's not to say that you're not going to find someone good online. It's just that, I don't know, I feel like there's so many more people out there who sit behind a computer and hide behind a screen instead of getting out in public because they know they're more than likely going to get rejected by someone. So the only way they can like get another person's attention of the opposite sex is to hide behind the screen and try and be someone they're not. Hello, Michael Christopher. You had fun online dating, but not a single one worked out for you, Alec? Yeah, I mean, I went out on a couple. I met a couple people, but it didn't work out the long term, you're right. But it's not that they were bad people. That was when I was younger, in my late teens. So, I just want to see, Spirit, what will Julia be attracting in the future when it comes to romantic love? Who will she be attracting in the future? If she changes direction. Well, I feel like you're trying to manifest someone, but right now, I feel like, you know, the people you're wanting are very ambitious, and I feel like you're probably not going to find them right now, because I feel like they're more focused on their career, so you would be, like, looking for someone who's a workaholic, so unless you're at work and you're meeting people, and you find someone that has those attributes, like, I feel you're looking for someone who has high potential if they're not already in a position of power, like a management role, or someone who is like trying to start up their own business or create something that could be like a side gig where they can supplement their income. You're looking for someone like that. And I feel like they're more focused on their career. They're not even out there online or out in public looking for love, which I feel like that's the other reason why you want to wait. Don't go out there looking for it, beautiful, because when you do, I feel like sometimes we get too caught up in trying to find love because we want that, you know, person by us, but then that makes us desperate sometimes because we get lonely, especially we become very impatient. And I just saw another purple blue spirit orb, so that's confirmation. Spirit doesn't want you to rush it, because if you're out there right now searching for it, and let's just say you've been out there looking for the past year, what's the likelihood that you're not going to go through and be like, well, I'm not finding what I'm looking for? Oh, but this guy over here, though he has some red flags, maybe he may be mentally crazy, but just so I'm not lonely, I'll, you know, be with him until someone better comes along. Don't do that to yourself. You're settling, and you're setting yourself up for more problems down the road to where you want to stay free. You don't want to be tied to anyone who you feel is not worthy of you, or anyone that you think wouldn't meet your expectations and standards, and raise your frequency high so you can attract the right mate that will be the one that you would want to, you know, become seriously involved with, who meets and checks all the boxes for you. So instead of just half doing it, don't do that, Julia. I feel like there's someone else out there for you. But I feel like right now you're going to have to stay focused on building yourself, Julia. Make yourself where it's not about changing yourself per se, instead of growing. And what I mean by growing, I mean, what are other areas in yourself that you can start working on to make yourself more attractive, more desirable to that mate, to that person that you're have in mind for yourself? Like, I'm not telling you beautiful. I don't know how old you are, but I'm just saying as an example. Like, I'm not telling you to go to college unless that's something you want to pursue to get a degree. But maybe instead of going the long road of getting like a 4-year degree, like, can you take a few classes to add to your skill set? And while you're there, you never know, you might meet him there. Or if you start adding to your skill set and start finessing your skills more when you do go into another job that may have more potential for you to grow, that might be where you meet him at then. And it'll be unexpected. So, and I feel like it'll catch you by surprise, but in a good way. So, I would stay looking around work right now, if that makes any sense, beautiful. But that's just an idea. So, like, focus on your skill set, build you up, make you more desirable. Even go out there and try and do the things that you haven't done, whether those are things that you thought about doing long ago and you just never got around to doing them. Like, let's just say go parasailing, for example, or zip lining, something that's adventurous, that's going to bring your playful side out, because that will attract people towards you too. But also, what are those other hobbies and interests? Just something you can do that when you meet that person, you could be like, yeah, guess what? I just went ziplining last week. I never thought I would do that, but now I want to go out and do it more. And I'm looking for somebody who wants to enjoy doing something like that with me. Or you might meet him out there while you're doing something like that. So open that door. Open yourself to more adventures, to being playful, to adding to yourself that builds you, that creates that beautiful aura that people want to come towards, where you're loving, adventurous. You have a lot to offer just as much you're looking for someone that has a lot to offer you. Build more that you have more to offer them too, so you can feed off of each other. That's what I see, honey. Exactly. Don't be someone's void just to have company. That's a good way of putting it, too. That's right, in your presence. Good things come to those who wait. And I definitely believe in that. Because, like, Julia, let me tell you something, girlfriend. Even though it didn't work out, but it did become serious where I did marry the person. When I met someone, I was not looking for it. And when I say was not looking for love, I was not looking for it. But I was out shooting pool one night. I was with a group of friends, and my friends had just left, but I decided to stick around because I wasn't done. I wasn't ready to go home yet. And I still had the pool table I was playing on with my friends. I held on to that. I just took a break and I walked up to the bar. And I was sitting at the bar and I was talking to the bartender who I became good friends with. She was also the manager of the place. And I was playing one of those screen games that they have, like it's a little arcade where you can put dollars in, and it has like what is it, like solitaire games like that. And I was on there playing there. And this guy was watching me from across the room when I was playing on the pool table with my friends earlier. And I smiled at him a couple times, but that's all I did was smile, and he smiled back. Well, I was sitting at the bar. Here he comes, and something told me he was coming right towards me. And he sat down right next to me. And in that moment, I'm like, I really don't want to talk to anybody. But like I said, I wasn't ready to go home either. So I had a choice. I could either sit at that bar because I didn't want to go home yet and have this guy talk to me and listen, be courteous, but I'm not trying to get picked up here or get up and leave. Well, I decided to sit there. And it ended up surprising me because there was something there that I couldn't explain. Um, and I come to find out that we had some things in common, even though there was an age difference between us. The one thing we found to have in common was both of us had lost one of our parents when we were a teenager. So I lost my mother when I was 19. He lost his dad when he was 18. So And I was still going through my grieving process because my mama had only been dead less than a year. So he was someone who could relate to me, who would be able to understand me, someone I could talk to, who I wouldn't have to explain myself to in that regard, that he would already know. You know, if I'm sad, I'm crying, he knows it's because I'm grieving my mother. You know, he had already gone through it though, so he was farther in his grieving process than I was. And so it built from there. And, you know, he even challenged me to pool that night. He asked me to play pool, and I told him, no, I'm not going to play. You know, I only play for money. It's $50 a rack, is what I told him. I thought he would walk away. He'd be like, no, you're crazy. I'm not playing for that kind of money. Nope. He took me on that challenge, and he played me. Played 2 games against me. First game, I ran the table out on him. The second game, the 9 ball went in the break when I broke that rack, which I won that game too. And after that, he's like, I ain't got no more. You know, I just, took $100 from this guy just in 2 games. And you would have thought that that would make him run away because most guys don't like being beat by a woman, but not him. He didn't take it that way. So that added to his aura. It's like, his essence, he didn't act like a big crybaby or a sore loser getting beat by a woman. So um, we ended up exchanging numbers, and I think he called me like 2, 3 days later, and the rest was history. So know that it can happen when you're not looking for it. And there can be a spark there. There'll be something there, Julia. When I say something there, it's like, even though you might have just met this person, but you feel like you've known them your whole life. You can't explain it, but you just know. Trust that. Your spirit guides will tell you who he is. If you just open up and listen and trust yourself instead of ignoring, what your internal messages from your spirit guides are saying to you. But do not ignore the red flags either, beautiful. If a guy approaches you and he has a bunch of red flags, let him loose. Don't hold on to him, honey. It's just nothing but hassle and headaches and heartbreak in the end. So I hope that helps, Julia. Thank you for your donation. And thank you for trusting me to read for you, honey. Oh, that's beautiful in your presence. Congratulations, honey. See, I got married at 21. I was young. And the thing about me is I never thought I'd get married. Not that I didn't want to be with someone long term, because I'm the type person, I don't date just to date. I don't do the whole one night stands. I'm not that type of girl, nor am I the type of girl that's going to be like a friends with benefits kind of thing. If you date me, you're dating me because you understand that I'm looking for something serious long term, and you're looking for the same. I don't want to date anyone outside of that. They got to be serious and want to pursue me seriously. Otherwise, it won't work. I'll show them the door. So, knowing that though, and knowing the way that I am, because like I said, I knew from a young age I didn't want kids. So, I thought that was going to be a big problem for me, finding someone who didn't want kids either. That would be a very small fraction of the population who would already have their mindset on not having any kids. I'm not saying already had kids and don't want any more. I'm talking about someone who didn't have any kids and didn't want them. So I knew that was going to be a challenge for me. And then the other part of the challenge, would they accept my lifestyle as far as me being a semi-professional billiards player? Would they accept me being a semi-professional bowler to where I'm going to be around guys all the time? So they're going to have their jealousy and not really have it at all. And they're going to have to be secure instead of having these insecurity and trust issues. They're going to have to trust me and trust that the guys who are around me, they're not going to ever be able to have a chance with me romantically, You know, I would never allow that. And, you know, even if they're around me, it still has to be me that's going to say yes or no. So you're going to have a lot more trust there. So I knew there was all these things that would be stacked against me of finding that right person. But would it happen? I wasn't expecting it to happen, but it did. Um, and I did find him, you know, the guy I was talking about, but he did have a child already, but she was a teenager, but he didn't want any more kids. It's like, okay, well, that can work then. I can make that work. And I did help raise her. She's, you know, adult now. She's married with kids of her own. And that's great, you know, because like I said, I was not having any kids and I already knew that. So I needed to find someone who was going to be okay with that. Yep, exactly, in your presence. And she should focus on that. Hi, Autumn. And you're welcome, Julia. Just be patient, girlfriend. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to have all my, you know, things in line and I wanted to be secure. I wanted to have, you know, my own place, you know, to where I was more independent. And I think that also helped to attract someone towards me because though it will attract the right guys towards me, it's going to intimidate a lot of them at the same time because then they're going to look at me like, what do I have to offer her? Well, you got to think of it more than just being money. Though I would want you to be financially stable to be able to take care and support yourself. But it's more than that. But guys seem to forget that sometimes. But then I understand there's a lot of people out there too that are only looking for, you know, someone, you know, looking for what can you do for me, that kind of thing. And I'll never understand that, but I'm older too. So maybe that's why I never was in that kind of stage, but I know some of them out there are looking for that. Most guys would love a girl like me. Say what? No kids? Yeah, I hear that. Well, most of them already have kids too. It's just the ones that have like three, four, five, and then they have like two or three mothers. It's like of their kids. It's like, what are you doing? And that's not stable. But you know, I had someone come on here last night. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna be my next baby's mama." What? Are you kidding? Nope, it'll never happen. I'm already past that age. I'm not saying it's not possible. I couldn't get pregnant. You know, if you know, I've never had myself, you know, looked to see if I could still bear children, but more than likely not, I would think. And I'm not trying to have kids, so I know. And guys pay up the Yahoo in child support. Nope, I don't want that baggage either. Hi, Stacy. Like I said, the person I ended up getting married to had one, but you see, he had custody of his daughter too, so his ex-wife had to pay him child support, and she hated it. But she was forced to pay it, and she did eventually. Let's see. Time to report you. Okay. There. Just block that pervert. But that's good in your presence that your daughter's working on that. I hope she does find him when she's ready. But I know she'll be one that's not going to settle like me. She's going to make sure that that guy is right. Nathan K., you're not making any sense to me. Yeah, in your presence, they like to come in here. And it's that time of night that they come in here and act a fool. So I just reported him and then kicked him out. I have no reason to even acknowledge him. And if others have reported him too, he'll lose that account. YouTube will ban him. So she doesn't want marriage either. She's smart. So she just wants a serious relationship. Possibly, does she want someone to live with, or does she want to live separately? I think that'll change when she meets the right guy. That's funny. I remember being that way. I didn't really want to get married either for many reasons. I just named a couple of reasons of why, but there was other reasons behind it too. I'm just too much of a hopeless romantic, I think. Where I'm looking for that knight in shining armor type. But they have to be one of high caliber, too, ambitious, have a lot going for themselves, and want to build something. So that's great. What's your daughter trying to major in your presence? Has she gotten her degree already, or is she working on that still? I'd be curious to know. Yeah. Spirit, show me. Oh, wow, that's amazing. In your presence. So what is she, one of the professors there at the college? Because that's amazing. That's a great thing. International communications and business management. Way to go for her. That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, I can tell she's very independent. She has those fences built real high. Oh, she lives in Brazil. Well, I hear Brazil's beautiful. I've never been there. I actually have a relative who married a girl from Brazil. So, and they just had a child together a few years ago. But that's awesome. I know she'll do well. How long has she been living in Brazil? Oh, wow, okay. Well, that's wonderful in your presence. You're originally from Brazil. So you reside in the U.S. now? I hear Rio is beautiful. I hear it's pretty crazy down there, though. Um, my relative, they told me that you go to Rio because they live in Tampa, and he was telling me that his wife says Tampa's too small for her. I cracked up laughing. I hear it's very busy down there. She's a great humanitarian, but she's ruthless. Hey, sometimes in that world you have to be. Some people take advantage, and you got to know when to put your foot down and tell them to get lost. Well, that's awesome. So you moved here the year before I was born. I was born in 81. High forward. Yeah, I think she has great potential. I think she has a lot of good going on for her. I feel like she's going to attract somebody, though. I just have a feeling she may already have someone on her radar. She just ain't letting mama know yet. Hello, Gabe. How you doing? So what part of the U.S. do you live at in your presence? Are you in California? I know you said you were going to an event today, so I was just curious. Because I was born in California, but I live in Georgia now. She wants to buy a house. Well, that's a great thing. Houses are so doggone expensive, though. You know, and it's like, I'm trying to even make sense how most people are going to be able to afford one today with the cost of housing being ridiculous high. Hello, Catherine. Silicon Valley. Yeah. I grew up in Pasadena, Los Angeles area. The guy had a kid with some chick. Oh no. Where'd she want to buy a house at? Because, like, where I'm at in Georgia, of course, I'm out in the sticks, but I had this house built a year ago. And I paid less for it than what most people are paying for an older house. But yet, my house isn't as big as some of the other houses around. But that's okay. I don't need a big house. 5 bedroom on 12 acres is 65,000 in Oklahoma. Is that right? Oh, well, that's awesome to hear in your presence. Well, I hope she is able to save up the money so she can buy her own home, and that would help it greatly. Well, that's cool, Gabe. I've never heard of 5 bedrooms on 12 acres going for $65,000, even out in Oklahoma. What was that, a foreclosure or an estate sale of some kind? Because you don't hear about that. It must be a much older home. But either way, that's great. I'm gonna buy me a second house soon. Never been to Oklahoma. That's a mansion. I mean, it's a nice size house. I would just need to know what the square footage of the house is. Some of them can be big, yes. But some of them are not as big as it sounds. Like my family's house in California, they have a 5-bedroom. 5-bedroom, 3-bath, formal dining room, formal living room, and then it has a family room, and it also has like a breakfast room, a full bar with a kitchen, and I think it's a 3-car garage, and it sits on an acre of land. But they bought this house when I was little. When I say little, I was like 6, 7 years old. And they bought it brand new, and they paid $250,000 for it back then. That house is worth well over $1 million today. It's a nice size house. I wouldn't call it a mansion, but it's a large home, yes. See, when I think of mansion, I think of like a 10+ bedroom house. Now that's a mansion. I've been in a few of those houses. There's someone I know who has this big huge house that's over here off the Chattahoochee River. This house is about I think it's 3 stories in a basement, and it has its own tennis court, it has its own basketball court, and it has its own swimming pool, and it has a walk-in closet that goes around the master bedroom. So if you were to walk out and you want to go through your closet, it goes in like a circle. But you still, there's like it's confusing, almost like a maze, because you're like, okay, you know you're in the closet, and you know you're walking around in this closet, but you still have an exit to get out into the main part of the house. But the room was huge. All right, Gabe, you too. Have a good night. So, and then there was another house I had been in once. This house had, how do I describe this house? It had all that, like baseboard paneling where it's like carved. It has a design in the wood. And this house is large. It even has its own salon, and it has its own arts and crafts room. But the salon has like, it looks like you walk into like a hair salon, how it has the big huge mirrors. This has the big huge mirrors in it, and it has the salon style chairs for you to go in there and like sit there and get your hair done. They even have a corner where they have someone come in and do their own nails there in the house. It has a horseshoe driveway. They have their own art room, but it's like, well, there's the craft room, and then they have another room that's just for like music, so they play musical instruments. Their basement is fully finished, where it looks like its own individual apartment where someone could like live there and pay rent there, and they would be like their own home. That has a movie setup theater in the basement, and then it also has a pool table, and it also has a couple of arcade games and a ping pong table with a full bar. That house is big. It's nice. And I think my friend told me that house was about, I want to say they said it was 7,800 square feet. I think it's the size of the house. So it's big. Now that's a mansion. I can't remember how many rooms they said it has, but the rooms are large. Yeah, I mean crown molding, but this is like the baseboards that has the paneling in the walls. And it has like different designs in it. And it's darker like cherry wood. Let's see. Port you to. Oh yeah. Let me not forget to oh, you too, huh? Okay. Yeah. But it's pretty. Giveaway bug rub. What a name. That sounds like a troll. My mods ended up falling asleep. It's 5:30. Yep. I already start hearing the cars driving by. Everybody's starting to wake up. Well, my beautiful people. Oh, there you are, Bob. I reported a couple of them, baby. I don't think I had them blocked yet, though. You're nearly asleep? Yeah, I think Eternal fell asleep. He said he was going to stay awake. Yeah, right. I know better. Well, baby, I reckon that's my time to say goodnight too, huh? I came on for a few hours to say hi to everybody. I'll let you go to sleep, Bob. And then I'm going to go to sleep myself, honey. Maybe I'll get back on later. Maybe not. We'll have to wait and see how the day unfolds. So, my beautiful people, if you haven't liked and subscribed to my channel yet, please don't forget to do so, because I do stream multiple nights a week. I normally start my stream at 10 p.m. Eastern, but on the days off, I might not be here, or I might do a pop-up, and those times it varies. So, I don't know if I'll be here today or tonight, but if not, I'll be here Sunday night. And so I hope y'all will join me then. So, until then, my beautiful people, thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone who's liked and subscribed, and thank you for everyone who has donated. And I hope y'all have a wonderful, beautiful day. Until next time, good night. Good night, Bob.